Hey, happy Saturday, everybody, from beautiful Manhattan, Kansas. Today, we just got this truck in yesterday. My beautiful wife and I went down to Hutchinson and got it from our buddy Silas. Braden had to work, so we made it a little date to go pick up this 78 Dodge. Don't know what the deal is with the Ford. It's from Spencer's in Wichita. Don't know if that was new, used. Stepside D150, cool truck. It's not there anymore, much of it, but wood floor. Silas put it on my trailer for me because it did not have any wheels and tires on it. Had to set it on some old wheels, just set it on it. And then I got it here, and this morning I don't have any 5-on-4.5, so I had keep some adapters around and put some 5-on-5s on it. Kind of gives it that period correct look, but interior is pretty decent. This truck actually originally came with buddy buckets. Silas wanted to keep those, and I actually had this 72 seat kind of sitting around, so I threw it in there to keep it out of the weather. But the floors are pretty decent. It is a little crusty up top there. 84,173. I would venture to say it's probably original. Who knows how long it's been sitting, but looks like some type of a maroon color. D for half ton, or excuse me, I'm sorry, D for 2-wheel drive. W is 4-wheel drive. 1 is half ton. And then you have 3, which is a standard cab Utaline stepside bed. So, and then B would be, this is actually a 6,000 to 10,000 pound truck. So kind of a little heavier duty truck. And then E, which is a 318. So basically like that one there. That's a 79 steps or fleet side short bed. And then 8 for 78. J, which means it was made in Canada. So this is a Canadian truck, originally built. So pretty cool truck. You can see the rockers and the cab corners are still in really good shape. So I don't know why the truck was parked originally. It's missing the right fender molding, which there it is, and one of the visors. And then I found one of the fender emblems inside, so missing the other one, but you might be able to get that aftermarket, I don't know. But it's kind of got that pre-runner look with the big tires and the spoked wheels. So that is a 440. I scraped off the pad and it says 440 on it, 440E actually. No carburetor. I'm guessing it's probably locked up. The truck rolls really good. Goes in and out of gear as far as parking in the gears. Radiator's missing, but it's probably a pretty cool truck. Now I don't know if this was some type of special option package or whatever, because the bid option label is gone, but it does have, you know, pinstripe, which could have been added at the dealer or whatever. You know, it was the 70s, especially with that there. But it's kind of, being a custom, it does have the lower molding, which is kind of odd, you know, being those don't, but maybe they did that because of the step side. I don't know. I'm really learning about Dodges. We've had several of them. I think these are the next biggest thing to come up. You know, square bodies are always going to be popular, and you can build one of those for about half what you can build one of these for. And since these weren't just mass produced like the square bodies were, these and Fords, especially the Dodges, that they do have a cult following. And, you know, my grandpa, I grew up, my grandpa drove a Dodge, and my dad actually drove Dodge trucks before he got that thing. His was actually a 78 and this color. He had a half-ton four-wheel drive Power Wagon with white spokes. Really cool truck. I remember it as a kid. I was very, very little, but this side's a little dingy. There's that missing piece right there, but overall in actually pretty good condition, considering. We'll get it power washed and cleaned up and stuff, but I'm guessing this bumper is probably later model with that ram head there. But got a tail light that's all but missing. A little bit of crunch on this side, but that can probably be pounded out pretty easy. This was pushed in a little bit and I was able to pull that out, but you can see the cab corners are actually in really, really good condition. So they did what everybody does, and that's put a hole in your door and put some Pioneer speakers in it. So surprising that's not all broke up or gone or anything. So like I said, overall pretty good condition. A little bit of whiskey dents there, but we're gonna get a title for this truck as long as the VIN's good in Kansas. If it's not a Kansas VIN, then we'll probably just bill of sale it, and either way we'll get a title in our name. It will be for sale. You can reach me through Messenger. If it doesn't sell, you know, we had 2 other Dodges, they're gone, and that, I think the title will be here today, I hope. That'll be going on Purple Wave, as will this if it doesn't sell right away. So just reaches a broader audience and you don't have to deal with the marketplace ruckus. Pretty decent grill. You know, you can see the difference in the 78 and the 79 right there. So they moved the markers down, and actually 79 you could get the dual stack headlights like the 4-wheel drive short bed we used to have that sold. So anyway, wanted to do a little video on it. Pretty cool truck, I think. It would have been really, really cool because you could still get a 440 in 1978, and that would have been awesome if that was the original engine. But by the VIN, it's not. So I had to lube the heck out of the hinges because they were stiff. But so I'm guessing 78 is also the last year for the hood like this. You can see that one's more of a, you know, it's more flatter, doesn't have the dip. But thanks everybody. Have a good weekend. Appreciate everybody, and we will see you on the next one.